Imagine this. It's a cool afternoon, you're sitting in your favorite chair, and the comforting smell of something simmering on the stove fills the air. You lift the lid, steam swirls up, and there it is, a warm, hearty soup just waiting to be enjoyed. Now here's something you might not know. That bowl in front of you can be more than just comfort food. It can actually be a small but powerful tool to support your heart health, especially after age 60. You see, as we get older, our heart deserves more care than ever before. It has been working faithfully for decades, beating more than 2 billion times in your lifetime. But by this stage in life, even small daily choices can make a big difference in how strong, steady, and reliable that heartbeat stays. And the good news? You don't need exotic superfoods or complicated recipes to give your heart a boost. In fact, the answer might already be in your kitchen, hiding in plain sight. Today we're talking about 3 delicious soups, each one chosen for its ability to nourish your body, protect your arteries, and give your heart the nutrients it craves. We'll break down why these soups work, the specific ingredients that make them special, and simple ways to prepare them, even if you don't have hours to spend in the kitchen. So, if you want to enjoy meals that are both comforting and heart-smart, stay with me until the very end. I promise you'll come away with recipes and tips you can use right away. And before we dive in, go ahead and subscribe to the channel now, because each week we share practical, senior-friendly health tips you can trust to keep you active, independent, and feeling your best. Let me ask you, when was the last time you had a soup that made you close your eyes and just savor the moment? Maybe it was your grandmother's chicken noodle recipe, bubbling away for hours, filling the whole house with that home smell. Or maybe it was a simple vegetable broth you made last week that warmed you from the inside out. Food has a way of connecting us to our past, to people we love and memories we cherish. But here's the thing. In our 60s and beyond, food can also connect us to our future. Think about it. Every choice we make at the table is either working for our heart or against it. And while it might feel like one bowl of soup can't possibly matter, over weeks, months, and years, those small choices add up. Now, I have a question for you. Do you ever feel overwhelmed by all the advice out there about what's healthy? One day we're told to eat more of one thing, the next day we hear the opposite. For many people I talk to, especially seniors, this makes it tempting to just give up and stick with familiar habits. But here's the truth. Eating for your heart doesn't have to be confusing, expensive, or tasteless. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet in one day. You can start small. And what's smaller and more manageable than adding a single heart-healthy soup to your weekly routine? Soups are a fantastic starting point for a few reasons. They're gentle on digestion. As we age, some heavy or greasy meals can make us feel sluggish. Soups, especially when made with fresh ingredients, are easy for the body to process. They're naturally hydrating. Many seniors struggle with mild dehydration without realizing it. Soups provide fluids in a way that feels satisfying, not like a chore. They're nutrient-packed in every spoonful. A single pot can hold vegetables, grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats, all working together to support heart function. They're easy to adapt. Whether you need lower sodium, softer textures, or stronger flavors, soups can be adjusted without losing their nutritional punch. In this video, we're focusing on 3 specific soups: Mediterranean lentil soup, hearty vegetable barley soup, and a lightened-up salmon sweet potato chowder. Each one is based on research-supported principles for heart health. Here's what you can expect as we go along. First, we'll uncover the hidden problems with many soups, even the ones labeled healthy. Second, I'll walk you through why these 3 soups stand out, down to the nutrients that make them so effective. Third, you'll get simple preparation tips so you can make them work for your lifestyle, even if you're cooking for just 1 or 2 people. And here's a little spoiler. These aren't soups you'll have to force yourself to eat. They're deeply flavorful, filling without being heavy, and they store well so you can enjoy them all week. By the end, I think you'll see that your next trip to the grocery store could set you up for days of heart-nourishing meals, without complicated recipes or expensive specialty foods. So let's talk about the problem most people overlook. Because if we don't understand what's hurting our hearts in the first place, we can't fully appreciate what will help. Heart disease is one of the most common health concerns for adults over 60, and diet is a major player in either raising or lowering that risk. But here's the trap. Many foods that look healthy can actually be working against your heart. Soups are a perfect example. We often think, soup is vegetables in a bowl. That must be good for me. And sometimes that's true, but not always. Hidden sodium. One of the biggest dangers in store-bought and restaurant soups is sodium. Too much sodium can raise blood pressure, which puts extra strain on your heart and increases the risk of stroke. Some canned soups have over 900 milligrams of sodium per serving, and a serving is usually only half a can. Many people eat the whole can without realizing they've taken in almost an entire day's worth of salt. When we were younger, our kidneys could handle excess sodium more efficiently, but after 60, our bodies become less efficient at flushing out that extra salt. That means sodium stays in the bloodstream longer, drawing in water and raising blood volume, which forces the heart to work harder. Unhealthy fats. Another common problem is unhealthy fats. Creamy chowders or bisques often use heavy cream, butter, or fatty meats. These raise LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, which can contribute to plaque buildup in the arteries. Over time, that buildup narrows the blood vessels, reducing blood flow and raising the risk of heart attack. Low fiber content. Fiber is crucial for heart health because it helps lower LDL cholesterol and keep blood sugar steady. Unfortunately, many soups, especially clear ones with just a few floating vegetables, are too low in fiber to make a real impact. Without beans, lentils, or whole grains, you miss out on this protective benefit. Excess preservatives, additives. Some packaged soups also contain additives to extend shelf life or enhance flavor. While occasional intake isn't harmful for most people, frequent consumption can mean you're getting more than your body needs of certain compounds, some of which may contribute to inflammation, a factor in heart disease. Portion satiety issues. Lastly, soups that are low in protein or healthy fat might not keep you full for long. That can lead to snacking on less healthy foods between meals. For seniors aiming to maintain a healthy weight and stable blood sugar, that's an important consideration. So the problem isn't soup itself, it's the way many soups are made or processed. The challenge is that we often don't notice these issues until they've been part of our routine for years. But the flip side is just as powerful. Making better soup choices consistently over time can be one of the simplest, most enjoyable changes you make for your heart. Coming up next, we'll shift from the what to avoid to the what to choose. I'll share 3 soups that not only avoid these pitfalls, but actively work to strengthen your heart with every spoonful. All right, we've talked about the hidden problems in many soups. Now let's shift to the exciting part. 3 soups that truly deserve a place in your kitchen because they're packed with heart-supporting nutrients, easy to make, and deeply satisfying. Soup number 1, Mediterranean lentil soup. Why it's great for your heart. Lentils are rich in soluble fiber, which helps lower LDL cholesterol, that bad cholesterol we want less of. They also provide plant-based protein without the saturated fat found in red meats. Some research suggests that diets high in legumes, like lentils, are linked to lower rates of heart disease, source in description. The Mediterranean twist comes from adding olive oil, garlic, onion, tomato, carrots, celery, and herbs like oregano and thyme. These ingredients bring antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds that help keep your arteries healthy. How to make it senior-friendly. Use low-sodium vegetable broth as your base. Add a splash of lemon juice before serving. Lemon brightens the flavor, so you can use less salt without losing taste. Dice vegetables into smaller pieces for easier chewing. Serving idea. Make a large pot and freeze individual portions. That way, you've got a ready-to-go lunch that can be warmed in minutes. Soup number 2, Hearty vegetable barley. Soup. Why it's great for your heart. Barley is a whole grain high in beta-glucan, a type of fiber shown to help lower cholesterol. Source in description. It also has a low glycemic index, which helps keep blood sugar steady, an important factor for heart health. Combine barley with carrots, celery, spinach, zucchini, and maybe a handful of green beans for extra potassium, which helps balance sodium and supports healthy blood pressure. How to make it senior-friendly. Pre-cook barley so it's tender before adding it to the soup pot. If chewing whole grains is difficult, use pearl barley, which has a softer texture. Add beans or lentils for extra fiber and protein. Serving idea. Serve with a small slice of whole grain bread and a side of fresh fruit for a complete, balanced meal. Soup number 3. Salmon sweet potato chowder, lightened up. Why it's great for your heart. Salmon is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which can help reduce inflammation, improve blood vessel flexibility, and support healthy heart rhythms. Source in description. Sweet potatoes provide fiber, potassium, and vitamin C. How to lighten it up. Instead of heavy cream, use low-fat milk or blend some of the cooked sweet potatoes to create a creamy texture naturally. This cuts saturated fat without losing that comforting chowder feel. How to make it senior-friendly. Use boneless, skinless salmon fillets or canned wild salmon to save prep time. Cut sweet potatoes into small cubes for faster cooking and easier chewing. Serving idea. Garnish with fresh dill or parsley for flavor without extra salt. Extra flavor. Nutrition. Boosters for all soups. Herbs over salt. Use parsley, dill, basil, thyme, or rosemary. Fresh herbs add brightness and complexity without raising sodium. Low-sodium broth. Make your own vegetable stock from scraps or buy low-sodium versions and adjust seasoning yourself. Add legumes. Canned beans, no salt added, are quick and add heart-healthy fiber. Healthy fats. A drizzle of extra virgin olive oil before serving can help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins from vegetables. The beauty of these soups is that you can mix and match ingredients based on what's in season or on sale. The key is to keep the foundation heart-friendly. Low sodium, high fiber, lean protein, healthy fats, and plenty of colorful vegetables. Before you click away and get cooking, I want to pause and talk about why this matters so much. Your heart is like a quiet, loyal friend. It shows up for you every day, without asking for thanks, beating around 100,000 times a day, sending blood to every part of your body. By age 60, it has done this more than 2 billion times. That's an incredible act of service, and it deserves some care in return. The choices you make at each meal are like deposits in your heart health bank account. Every time you choose a soup rich in vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats, you're making a deposit. Every time you cut back on excess sodium or unhealthy fats, you're avoiding a withdrawal. The beauty of soup is that it's not just good for your heart, it's good for your life. It's easy to share. Invite a neighbor over for a bowl, and you've nourished both your body and your social connections, which research shows is also good for heart health. It's simple to prepare in batches, meaning you save energy and money, both precious resources. It's versatile. You can adapt recipes for dietary needs, taste preferences, or even to use up what you already have. Here's a little challenge for you. This week, pick one of the soups we've talked about today and make a batch, just one. Then notice how you feel after eating it. Do you feel satisfied without that heavy, bloated feeling? Do you have steady energy for the rest of the day? Do you find it easier to skip the salty snacks? If you do, imagine what might happen if you made one of these soups once or twice a week, every week for the next month, then the next year. I'd love to hear about your experiences. Did you try the lentil soup? Did you tweak the barley soup with your own twist? Maybe you surprised yourself and loved the salmon chowder even though you thought you didn't like fish. Drop your stories in the comments. Not only do I read them, but your ideas might inspire someone else watching. This channel is a community, and every voice matters. If you've enjoyed this video and you're ready to make small, delicious changes that protect your heart and keep you feeling strong, here's what to do next. Click the subscribe button so you don't miss next week's tip. Share this video with a friend, especially someone who loves cooking or wants to take better care of their heart. Check the description below for links to simple recipes and research sources so you can try these soups right away. Remember, every meal is a chance to care for your heart. You don't have to be perfect, just consistent. And sometimes, a warm bowl of the right soup can be exactly the kind of self-care your body needs.